Hi everyone, welcome to the Grace Life. So in today's video, we are going to be recycling these two jars, okay? Because I have a gift I would like to give to different people, but we're going to decorate them the same. Now, I have 4 bunches of this greenery, and let me just show you one of them. I got them at the Dollar Tree, and that's all it says is greenery bouquet, but these are lavender and they look frosted. Okay, and I'm loving these little green, the green leaves on this lavender. So we'll also be using, I unraveled one of the nautical ropes. So I kind of like the way this looks, and the thickness is really nice too. So we're going to be using that. Then while I was looking for things to decorate this with, I found these 2 bows in my stash. So I figured I'd use them. And then I also have these 2 pieces here. I'm not really sure where I got this from. I think I might have got this from AC Moore when they were still open. So I found these 2 things in my stash also, so we'll be using that. Now the cardstock I got from Michael's, and this was a clearance item when they were open. Okay, so we'll be decorating with that, and this is the cardstock that I chose. Okay, so I cut one strip across that cardstock paper, and so we'll be using, I cut it in half, and so we'll be using this on these jars. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and Mod Podge these on there, and then we'll deal with embellishing after. So I usually like to find, like in these jars, there's a seam. So what I'm going to do is we're going to Mod Podge it right across here. It's not going to go all the way around, is the only reason why I'm saying that. So let's see. Everything that I'm using to make this craft is down in the description box below. That jar is pretty much done. All right, so here's the seam right here. So let me get some more. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna lay, what I'm gonna do before I lay that down is I have a wet sponge here, and that will, if I wet the paper a little bit, it will make it easier for me. It'll make the paper more pliable, so we're just gonna damp that up a little bit. Okay, make sure we got that label straight, and then we're gonna lay it down. Since I already know exactly how I'm laying this, that should make that easy. Make sure it's straight and where you want it. Then we're going to go back and we're going to Mod Podge the top of that to seal this down. Okay, and I think that looks pretty much straight to me. So I'm going to go ahead and wipe around it because I don't want that excess to dry on the jar. And this dries pretty quickly. So I'm just going to wipe that down. Okay, so that's what that looks like, guys. Now that is, you know, the Mod Podge will dry clear. And I also got, let me just show you this real quick. The orange label is the glossy finish, and then the yellow label is the matte finish. So this is going to dry shiny. Then we're going to come to this one and do the same thing. So we're going to wet the paper. Because it's on the thick side is the only reason why I'm doing that. If we wet the paper, it makes it easier to stick. Okay, We'll get some Mod Podge, and we're gonna go from like seam to seam. Guys, this makes such a beautiful gift. If I need to add more, I will. Okay, so again, you dampen that paper. Once you dampen the paper, make sure it's straight. Then you're gonna line that up. See how easy that was to lay that down. It also kind of tames the bubbles down. I find that's from my experience. Again, you decorate the jar with whatever cardstock you'd like in any way that you like, you embellish. So let's go back and seal that in. Now we're gonna just clean up our mess here. All right, and again, it looks white, but it will dry clear. As a matter of fact, you can see that here. Okay, so now that's sealed in. Like I said, see, it eliminates the bubbles. I don't have to fuss too much with it when you dampen it some. So that seems to work for me. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put some of this nautical rope around this ridge over here of the jar. We'll start in the back, only because if it gets messy, at least we know it's in the back. Then I'm gonna lay that rope down. And I am gonna glue all the way around. Okay, now we're gonna go above that rope. I want you to see that. This is where we started. So we're gonna bring this nautical rope above that one. Okay, so we'll hold it there and then we can glue above that rope. Okay, and that should cover those ridges there with no problem. And it's not gonna go all the way, but that's okay. So this is what we have. All right, so let's start on this one. Okay, so we'll start from the back. So once we get to this end here, remember we're going to come up and above that, okay? So then we start gluing above the rope. So we're going to come up, hold it, then glue above the rope. want that rope to go above, so I'm going to have to cut with this one. Okay. Okay. All right, guys, so that's what we have. And it's okay, you're gonna see some of the glue, but honestly, it dries clear, so it's okay. All right, so now I'm just gonna wipe that jar down a little bit from the inside because my fingers were in it. So we're just gonna kind of take the prints off of that. And then I'll wipe the outside of the jar. Okay, so that's okay. And this one too. All right, so now this is what these jars are looking like right now. Okay. So what I decided to do, since we have these bows right here, I decided to put in a diamond shaped pattern, embellish them in the middle. So we're going to spread these out. Okay. And then we're going to put a dot of glue on both of these here, or I could do it right on the gem. And then we'll place it right in the center there. And we'll do the same on this side. Okay. And that's what these look like, guys. See how pretty that is? So now it's just a matter of where we're going to place them on the jar. So let's see, we can place them down here. We can place them up here. Or we can place it in the center. Or we can do one different than the other. So what we're going to do is we're going to place one over here on the side, because you know I just love placing things on the side. And then we're going to place one in the middle. So this way we have some variety here and no arguments. So that one's, we're going to slant that off to the side. And we're going to let that dry. Okay. I think that's really pretty off to the side. I have a tendency on doing that, so sometimes I have to switch it up. So in this one I'm going to put in the middle. So this way we have two different varieties here. So we're going to place some glue. Make sure you put enough glue. And then we're going to come to the middle of this, which I believe is right here. And we're going to hold that for a second. Yeah, that looks pretty even. So that's what that one looks like, guys. And that's what this one looks like off to the side. I don't know if you want me to tilt that a little bit. Either way, they look very nice. It looks very beautiful. And so now it's my favorite part. Well, that was my favorite part, but this is what we're going to put two of these. I didn't take the tag off of this because I normally reuse them and reuse them. I am going to take it off though because I am giving this away, but normally if you see the tags on there when I'm showing you something, it's because I always leave it on there. Okay. Because I reuse them, but this time I am going to be taking that off because we're giving this away. So then here is the other one, and I like to spread them out before I place them in, just to kind of fluff them up a little bit. Now this is what they look like. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? These things are so, look at this. Isn't that So cute. Guys, I'm telling you, the camera's not doing it any justice at all. These make absolutely beautiful gifts, very inexpensive, from recyclable products you don't even know, okay? And again, everything I use to make this craft is down in the description box below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Click like, share, comment if you'd like, and I will see you in the next video.